What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Mark Fleetwood here. Welcome back to the Daily Grind Trader. Today, I'm doing technical analysis on multiple coins. We're going to look over Bitcoin for the overall market structure. We're going to look at Ravencoin, VET, and by request, I'm going to look into HNT. Please remember, guys, go back to my previous video, 500 subscriber, 500 Ravencoin giveaway. Go back to that video and comment, I want 500 Ravencoin, and leave your Ravencoin address. You have until Monday evening. I'm going to make a video and do the drawing on the video to give the 500 Ravencoin away to one of the addresses that comments on that video. Again, I want to thank everybody for support. It's amazing. It's an amazing feeling. Thank you for all the comments on that. Just, congratulations on the 500 subs and all that good stuff. I really appreciate the love. So with that being said, we're going to hop right in and we're going to start with BTC. So Bitcoin, we're going to go to the daily chart because something big happened on the daily, and I think it's a very strong sign. We whipped down, we hit the 21-day EMA earlier today and immediately got a bounce off of it, which is a huge sign, a very, very bullish sign that the 21-day EMA is holding that strong of a support. You see, as we were coming up, every time we ran up, we come down, we hit that EMA, the 21-day, and we've been bouncing off of it. This one wicked down below it pretty good. So, that a little bit of an anomaly, but still, that same day, it ran up hard. And then we ran up off it. Every time we come around that 21-day, we seem to bounce off of it. So I'm not saying we're going to just spike up the new all-time high right away, but the potential is that we have the support here. As the 21-day keeps rising, our support rises with it, and we'll likely see support here, between 62, actually around 63,000. We'll stay at support the EMA. The 21-day EMA right now is 62.5, so that will definitely be like a lowest end support, but I think we stay around 63 here where we made the neckline on the inverted head and shoulders. I think this area here will stay at support. So with that being said, guys, very bullish on BTC still, but being honest, I am more right now rolling into alts because I think right now altcoins have the larger potential. That's where you have your 10x, 20x, some coins 100x potential. So the first one I'm going into right now is going to be VET. I love VET. I love trading it. I think the project is amazing. And I'm going to go to the 4-hour chart because there's something on the 4-hour chart that I made a comment on. I think I sent it to a bunch of guys in the Telegram group, Crypto Brando, Duckbutt, and my buddy Roger from the Ultimate Trading Group or the Ultimate Crypto Group. The convergence of two different support lines, price action just wants to get there. I bought this area here on VET. Look, this downward, this flag pattern converged with the support of the uptrend. That bullish, that convergence there, the two supports, price just bounced off of that and started to rip right off of it. I think I got in around 15.5, 15.6. I am very bullish on VET. Generally, I was looking for a good bottom to buy, and this is where patience is key because I had gotten in here at like 15.6 and I doubled down again when it got down that low. I didn't sell out. I bought back in more, at this level when it hit it again because this support, I was confident that this convergence, because I had seen it done in the past, there were other videos I made where the convergence of two different supports or a support resistance line combination, price just draws to it, and it's actually a really good confirmation that your draws are correct. So I think that this is the bottom, and I don't think we see anything here. Even if this plays out a little bit longer, it'll go sideways this way. I think this is the stronger support, and the price action will play sideways here until ripping through here, and then we can rip back up to the upside. So much upside for VET because it only takes a little bit to get up to 130, 140% profit. This is a 300% profit at 20 cents. And this is on 10x margin. So on 10x, I'll be looking at 300% profit from here up to 20 cents. And that's not a big run. The previous all-time high in April for VET is 27 cents. If it runs there and I hold it for that long, I gotta see what this profit is. I have to put it out there live. So we run it up to previous all-time high at 28 cents. 78%, 780% profit on VET. Now, obviously, there's going to be some dips in there. It's not going to go straight up. It's going to come up and down, up and down, up and down, but with higher highs and higher lows and so on and so forth. There's going to be runs back and forth, but I easily see this previous all-time high being broken before the end of the year. And honestly, 35 is like my minimum target for end of year. But on my trading bag, I'm going to trade in and out at 20 to 30% increments. That's just the way I'm going to do it because I don't want to hold through those points of consolidation. Like I wasn't in here. I wasn't in until we started hitting this bottom. And now I think it's going to ride up, and it's going to ride up and hit 20 cents quickly. So that's my thought process there, and I'll get it around 20 cents. I'll wait for the next consolidation, and I'll hop back in. Next, we're going to look at Ravencoin. Ravencoin got crushed by that fall. Ravencoin got hit hard by that fall, but there is a saving grace. We were looking at this channel already. We're looking at this, hoping that it would hold this support and then rip up and, you know, hit that line at 15.3, or actually I adjusted it 15.6 for the 50% Fibonacci retrace line. We were hoping to get a rip up to that. That dip came through and wicked us all the way back into, on a wick, all the way back in. Now on the 4 hour, we're sitting right now on the 200-day EMA. It seems like we've gotten good support there. I mean, we hit it, we rolled off and hit it again, and then we bounced off again. So this 200-day EMA on the 4 hour has been good support, and I bet that's probably the 50 on the daily. If we go to the daily chart here, yeah, we just wicked down towards the 50. We didn't quite hit it, but we got very close to it. This price is going to go up, I believe. Again, we're not in a bear market. Don't worry about these dips. Hitting the 21-day on BTC is actually very bullish in the long-term run of things. Ravencoin is going to get back into this track, or you know, maybe the draw was just too narrow and I got to open this up a bit. But this is held, the overall flag pattern is held, and once this gets out, I still have a target of 15 cents for the short term, and then the next would be 18.8. This next stop, you know, typically price action stops at Fibonacci levels on the way up and on the way down. You see, when we got all the way down below the 786, we stopped at the 50, came down to the 61.8, stopped there, came back up to the 50. We got rejected off the 50 twice, came down below the 618 and got rejected there. You see these levels get hit and they get held on to for a while. So 618 did become a support again. So that's a good thing. It did hold a support. We're holding above the 618. We're going to test it 50% again, and it could be a quick rip to it. But again, still bullish overall on Ravencoin. And I don't want to sound like a moon boy, but it's just the market right now. The market right now is that, you know, these dips, while they suck in the moment, they're not horrible, and they're actually really not bad for the overall market structure and the health of the overall health of the market. Bitcoin hitting the 21-day EMA and bouncing off, I can't stress enough how strong of a move that is. So with Ravencoin again, I'm going to go back to the 4 hour. What will likely happen is this area will show as a area of resistance for a little bit, because we'll do kind of the opposite of what VET did. And instead of coming out, stopping a downtrend, this might stop the up for a little bit. We might rise here, hit this area, get a little stuck, and then blast through it. And once we're out of it, then we don't see anything else until 15.5. But the first level of contention right now, I think, is 13.49, 13.5. This area where the resistances meet, because this support here, that was a support, is now a resistance. And this is a resistance level coming down. These two will meet here. Price will want to wedge all the way up into this corner, and then it'll blow out, and then this will become a support again, and we'll hit the 15.6. So still very bullish on Ravencoin, but I think this is what will happen. I think this area around 13.48, 13.5 will be a significant resistance for us, at least for short term. All right, guys, last coin to look at, an HNT. This was by request, and I'm going to go on a daily here because HNT has just been ripping. HNT said, to hell with a dip, I'm not dipping, we're still ripping, and HNT has been going strong. So I hadn't been trying this. I love the HNT project. I love the idea of mining through Wi-Fi or through connectivity. It's a proof of coverage instead of proof of work, but it's an awesome concept, and I really like the project. But I was asked to do an analysis on this, and I would be nervous to enter HNT right now. I think there's still some more upside. I think there's a lot more upside in the long term, but for the right now, I think there still could be more upside. But what I'm looking at is the previous high here at $26, and I did my Fibonacci levels, and we retraced back to just about the 618. We tapped the 618 here, and we start to rise. So I'm looking at the extension now. Extend it beyond the 618. I think at this point we could get to the 2618 at $61. I think 61 would be a cap. Well, not a cap. I think 61 would be the high, my high potential. And I think right now we're very close to, I wouldn't be surprised if it stops here and dips, but I also think that 61.4 would be a relatively reasonable target to hit that and then do a retrace. I think the retrace levels from here would give us a trading zone to pick back up between $33 and $43. I know that's a relatively large area, but I think that if we did another Fibonacci retrace from the start of this uptrend, from the bottom to this top here, that would be between the 382 and the 618. If we go all the way up to the 261, you know, you got your 382 here, your 618 here. Anywhere in that range, we could dip down to that level, anywhere in this range, and then rise up. So this area here is where I'd be looking to buy, and you could average down. You could buy here, buy here, buy here, or wait to see a strong reversal pattern and then catch it back on the way up. But I think HNT has a very strong potential to get to the 2618 at $61. But I do think that there is a dip, a potential really strong buying opportunity to get back down into like the 43 down to the $33 range. 33 minimum would be like your 618 level. And it could dip quickly, it could dip relatively soon, and by the middle of December be ready to pump again, and you get that last big pump before the end of the year, before the end of the bull run. And this could definitely then go $78, $88 at that point. So HNT, very strong technicals right now, but I think it's, you know, it's obviously overbought. And what happens when a big run like this, it gets overbought. You're not going to get to the 1618 or the 2618 without being really high in your RSI. What is concerning though, which makes me think a dip is ready, is the bearish convergence on the RSI. So you have your trend line here, and the price trend line is coming up like this, but the RSI trend line is coming down. So when they work opposite of each other, typically it means that while the price is still going up, the strength is running out and that the dip will be coming soon. At this point, I wouldn't touch HNT personally because it's a bucking bronco. You gotta let that run out and you gotta try to catch the next dip. Like here, I wouldn't enter here because this could very well be the top right here and now. It could go up to 61, it could go up to 78. It could run up to a 318 or Sol did like a beyond 4236 run. So, but at this point, there's no way to analyze this to say, catch it now and we'll get to 2618, or catch it now, we'll get to 3618. You just gotta let this bucking bronco run and try to catch the next dip, in my opinion. So with that being said, guys, that's the video for today. Went a little bit longer than normal, but a lot of analysis in here, and I hope you enjoyed. So with that being said, guys, until next time, peace.